So it appears that Dick Durbin and Elizabeth Warren have a Willie Horton problem after a man whose release from prison that they championed has now been charged with 3 counts of attempted murder out of Chicago. Mr. Alton Mills was pardoned by President Obama in 2015, and both Elizabeth Warren and Dick Durbin celebrated that pardon in the halls of the United States Congress in 2016. Let's take a look at the police report. Illinois State Police Criminal Division announced the arrest of 54-year-old Alton Mills of Evergreen Park, Illinois. Mills was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, a Class X felony. By the way, one of the victims is still apparently in the hospital, potentially with life-threatening injuries, might be brain dead, may not recover, sadly. On May 14th, troopers responded to a report of an expressway shooting that occurred near Interstate 57 on the entrance ramp. Multiple shots were fired from the suspect vehicle, striking the victim vehicle. The backseat passenger in the victim vehicle was struck by gunfire and transported to an area hospital with life-threatening injuries. After an extensive investigation, Cook County State Attorney's Office approved 3 counts of attempted murder against Mr. Mills. He was arrested and is held without bond at Cook County Jail. No further information is available. Here's Durbin in 2016 celebrating Alton Mills as Durbin pushes a soft-on-crime bill before the U.S. Senate.
His name is Alton Mills. In the year 1994, at the age of 24, Alton Mills was given a mandatory life sentence without parole for a low-level, nonviolent drug offense.
Which, looking at it now, seems like the proper policy decision.
When Alton Mills stepped into that federal prison cell with a life sentence, he was stepping into a jail cell for the first time in his life, and he was bound to stay there for the rest of his life.
Instead, thanks to the Democrat soft-on-crime policies, Dick Durbin, Elizabeth Warren, and Obama, he got out.
I ended up being contacted by his public defender. She has this wonderful name. She's from Chicago. Her name is My Angel Cody. My Angel Cody.
Who's going to be the angel for the woman that Alton Mills sent to the hospital? Maybe it'll be Elizabeth Warren. This is her, apparently in the halls of the U.S. Capitol with Alton Mills in 2016 after he got released. And look at the statement that she writes on Facebook. Just scroll down directly underneath. U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren, this morning I met Alton Mills, who served 22 years of a mandatory life sentence for a non-violent drug offense. He was selling crack cocaine. Till President Obama recently commuted his sentence. Oh, thank you, Obama. Alton's stories remind me. It's not justice when someone who needs help goes away for life for selling crack on the street. But a bank executive who launders hundreds of millions of dollars can sleep in his own bed. Well, Elizabeth, come on now. If you want to even that out, then toughen the laws on white-collar crime. Don't let violent criminals out on the street. Then she finishes it with this sanctimony. The American people deserve better, expect better. We need to straighten out the criminal justice system and reform drug enforcement practices that do nothing but destroy lives and communities, end quote. Well, Elizabeth, whose life have you destroyed by this policy? This is your Willie Horton. This is a guy that you championed to get released, and now he is charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, and there's a woman that's still in the hospital almost a week later. She probably won't recover. God bless her. You know, all week we've been talking about Rachel Rollins and Rollins' soft-on-crime approach. Remember, Rachel Rollins is brought to you by Elizabeth Warren. Rollins got elected in 2018, and this occurred in 2015, 2016. This is what Democrats stand for. Soft-on-crime. Just look, San Francisco, Boston, all of these cities. This is what they stand for. They want criminals on the street, and now they have it. I wonder how Elizabeth Warren sleeps at night.